Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about the real order of investing. All right, don't mind the handwriting. All right, so when I meet a lot of people, the big thing they tell me is, look, E-man, I want to start investing. And normally they want to start with crypto or gold or whatever it may be. Listen. We got to start easy. We've got to make it make sense. So the first thing you want to have to do is you want to make sure that all your debt is sorted out. Like, I don't want you investing if you still got debt. Like, that needs to be sorted out. We need to make sure that our debts are sorted, even if they're not paid off, because some people are like, you know what, actually, I still want to invest and I want to pay off my debt. You need to have a structure. If you do want to do both, then you should want to be looking at something like 70% going towards your debt and then 30% going towards saving and investing. All right? You want to put the majority of your money towards the debt, because the debt you are paying interest on, the debt is, you want to make sure you pay it off as quick as possible. The quicker you pay it off, the less you pay back, yeah? So if you don't know, the faster you pay off your debt is calculated over a period of time. The faster you pay it off, the less it is for you. So that is what you want to do. Next, we're looking at, you want to start saving, but really we're talking about EF. And EF basically stands for emergency fund. You want to build up your emergency fund. So you want to have around 3 times your outgoings. So if your outgoings are 2K a month, per month, then you'd want to have 2K times 3 equals 6K in your emergency savings. That's what you want to have in your emergency savings, yeah? Once you've done that, and even your emergency savings, you probably want to look at a cash ISA. ISA is an individual savings account, yeah? So you want to look at having a cash ISA and you want to get the best rate. So you want to look at websites like money.co.uk, Money Saving Expert, Money Supermarket, and get the best savings account that's available and use that, okay? So that's for your cash ISA. Now you can put up to 20K per year into ISA. So you want to maximize your cash ISA. And then after that, you then want to look at going on to the next stage. So the next stage will be a stocks and shares ISA. So S&S ISA. The reason we use ISA is because it's tax-free. So here, let's say, for example, you've used 6K this year. Now you'd have 14K that you could use towards your stocks and shares ISA. Now, I'm not saying you all have 14K ready to put in. You might start on a monthly basis, but you want to look at it. And then what you want to look at, this is a big thing, what you want to look at here, you want to have what we call global, or what they call world funds, index funds. So a lot of people are in the S&P 500, or you're looking at maybe funds that are more swayed towards the US. So basically, Donald Trump is controlling your money. He can make any decision and you're not geographically diversified. So we want to diversify. So you want to look at global or world. So platforms like Fidelity, AJ Bell, Hargreaves Lansdown, they all have global or world funds. The reason I say global or world, it's the same thing, but some people call it their global fund, some people call it a world fund. But you want a fund that's more diversified, all right? After you've looked at that, you also then want to look at pensions. You want to have your pension. You want to make sure that you're putting money away for your retirement. Now, if you've got a workplace, then your workplace will provide that pension for you, and then you can top that up. Be on top of it. Look at how much you're putting in, how much your work putting in. Make sure you're maximizing how much your workplace put in. After that, if you are maximizing it and you want to put more into pension, then you want to look at something called a SIPP, S-I-P-P, self-invested personal pension. All right, so by having that, now what you can do is, what my clients do, they maximize what they can put in their workplace, and then if they want to set up, pay more in, they then set up their own SIPP, they put their money into their SIPP. When they leave that workplace, the money they've saved with their workplace, they transfer into their SIPP, and then they start a new pension at their new company. All right? So, and that's how you keep building up. That's how you make sure it doesn't get lost. That's how you keep in control of your money and you don't lose it, okay? So this is really important because there's actually billions in unclaimed pensions, because people start off pensions, left that job, they've lost track of it, they haven't got the paperwork, they can't remember the company it's with, and so it's just sitting there. Now the pension companies are making money, but you're not. So these things are really important to think about. Then after that, we can then look at, I would say property will probably come next. I'd look at property. That'll be the next thing. I'd look at property. And then after that, then you could look at things like crypto, things like gold, all those other assets. But as you can see, there's an order to it. You got to really follow the structure. This is a proven structure to make money work for you, okay? So don't just jump straight in like you're in debt and now you straight want to go to the high risk investments. Follow this structure. And again, with stocks, once you've done pensions, done property, maybe then you want to do individual stocks. You want to buy stocks in individual companies. That's something you can do. And you can do that within an ISA on a platform like Trading 212. I'm giving you all the gems here. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you. So if you enjoyed that video and got value, then I promise you, you're going to like what we have next. Because what we've done is created the Financial Freedom Accelerator, a way to accelerate your finances, accelerate you to financial growth, and accelerate you to the life that you want and deserve. So what does the Financial Freedom Accelerator consist of? It's the most... For me, I haven't seen a financial course like this, and this is why I created it. I was like, actually, as a financial advisor, what do I do every day? I help high net worth individuals understand money and finance. But what's the barrier? Typically, for my clients, the minimum you have to have is 100K cash to invest. Now, everybody's not going to have that. That is designed. That's what the bank's designed. And really, that's the minimum. Most of my clients have 350 to $500,000. So what about the average person? I come from very humble beginnings. I come from a very humble family. I didn't grow up with money. So how do I help everyday people get to the point where they do have six figures to then become a client? The Financial Freedom Accelerator is here to accelerate you from living that average paycheck to paycheck life to actually accelerating you to building wealth so that you can become a client of mine in the future. So what do we cover? We cover all the things where finance, pensions, investing, business, career development, all of it, credit, property, all of these things we cover. Videos pre-recorded, we've got over 80 videos and growing because new videos being added on a weekly basis. You get one-to-one with me. So, and depending on which one you choose, we can have one-to-one, or we can have regular one-to-ones with a qualified financial advisor. It doesn't exist. You can't get this anywhere else, all right? Nobody's thinking about you like this, but I am. That's why I do what I do. Then we have a WhatsApp group so you can get live learning. We're putting in there top tips on investments, property that you can get, business ideas, side hustles, all of this live. You've got pre-recorded learning, you've got future learning, and then you're talking to a financial advisor twice a week. My goodness. So because of this, we can't just make it for everybody. We've limited down to people who are really serious. So what we have is our Financial Freedom Masterclasses. They're every week. We cover different topics from pensions, investing, side hustles, all these different topics. And so you can join one of our masterclasses, get some more value for free, get some more knowledge for free. I do a Q&A at the end and answer everybody's question for free. I don't know how many times I'm going to say free, but if you understand, no one's doing this. And then if you qualify at the end, for those people that we think, yes, you're ready to take it to the next level, you can speak to a member of the team and you could potentially join the Financial Freedom Accelerator. Hopefully, I'll be working with you soon. If not, join the webinar for free, click the link, and I'll see you then. Thank you.